Oh my
Hi,
goodness. Hi there. Trixie scared us all. I really wasn't expecting that bark.
No, neither was I. Doesn't she know we are counting down to our show?
Oh my
and then
goodness.
She just decides to let out a little bark out of nowhere. So,
Oh, wow.
Hi everybody, good to see you. I am Stacy from Masterpiece Jewelers in Daytona Beach, Florida, and I'm joined by my sister Tracy.
Hi there. How are you?
And we are here this evening for a slightly shortened custom jewelry design along, as Tracy and I are not in the store today, this week. So, but we still wanted to come and join you all in the evenings live, spend a little time with you, and share a little of what Tracy's been working on recently. So we are up for the challenge, right, Trey?
That's right.
And every single time that we do a custom jewelry design along, someone wins a. What are you looking at?
I was just looking to see what was going on your screen.
So we have a $100 sterling silver necklace with chain that Tracy gives away, and so let's talk about how someone will win that today before the end of the show. So, in order to enter tonight's giveaway for a $100 sterling necklace, you are going to want to share this live event right now to your Facebook page. Then comment shared in the comments section of this live event. I will then put your name in as an entry for the drawing this evening. Now, if you'd like more entries, all you have to do is tag your Facebook friends in the comments section. And that means you would put their complete name that they use on Facebook, plus a little message of one kind or another. And what can I help you with there, Trey? What do you need to see?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. If you do that, you get an extra entry for each person that you tag. So now we all know how we will go along with winning, which is a good thing. And hold on.
You can turn it back towards you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You got what you wanted?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
The height of, of professionalism in the video world. That's us. So before we begin, I am going to show you a little video I made of some of the very recent pieces. Tracy has custom designed jewelry pieces that Tracy has been commissioned by our clients to do. And so you can get an idea of just some of her work. The pieces that we see right now will be just a couple months worth of work for her. So here we go. Okay, hi everybody.
We're back.
We are back. And Trixie, my rescue dog, is a little confused for some reason that I don't know, because we do this every week. She has decided to go over to Tracy and try to get Tracy to give her treats, which is my job tonight.
Oh, she is.
And she's literally on Tracy's legs. So Trixie Marie, come on over here. Come on, up, baby girl. Up. All right, so Tracy is going to tell us a little bit about this design that she is working on. It's a little special for our clients because some of our clients participated in the ideas for it. So, Trix, really? Did you hear all the scrambling? It was very dramatic.
Oh my
goodness.
Get
up in your petty, girl. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go ahead and send it over to you, Trey, and have you go ahead and start with the necklace that we see right here on the screen. Over to you, Trey.
Okay, great. So Teresa just recently bought some beautiful gemstones, London Blue Topaz, that Clay Zava, the master gem cutter that comes on once a month, sells from our last show. And so she wanted to get some ideas. She was talking to the Warfords, and she was thinking of having the trillion, which is on the bottom here. She has 2 of those. She was thinking of having those set as earrings, but she thought they might be a little large. So the Warford suggested maybe putting both the Marquise that she got and one of the trillions in a necklace. So that's what we've got here. So we're going to design that today, and I want to thank the Warfords for that. Here it is with a heart, which is what Teresa was thinking she might like to have in the center. And then here it is, another design in yellow gold with the heart in the center. So if you are ready, let's go ahead and start.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, great. So we're going to come to my computer program, and we're going to go ahead and go into freehand. We're going to do everything in freehand. So that means we're just going to add all the parts together. We're going to get the Marquise shape one first. Let's see, I think we'll use this one right here, and we'll bring that in. And we know that the Marquise shape that Teresa has, let me go ahead and put this, let me bring this over a little bit, can I? I can't seem to tonight. Well, that's okay. I think you can see everything really well. So I've got a round one on right now, but she actually has a Marquise, so we're going to turn it into the Marquise shape. And this one, as you can see, has the V-shaped ends on it. I thought we'd make it a little lighter so more air went through. And I'm going to turn that off. And I thought what would be nice, I think just having one prong at both ends gets a little dangerous. And I know how rough and tumble Teresa is. So, so I thought we better put a couple more on. There we go. So now we have 4 on there. I need to change, as we can see, let me get a different view. As you can see underneath, it has a bit of a curve right here. And so we need to make it so that it is flat at the bottom. So we're just going to click this over on the side. There we go. Now we've got a nice flat bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this gem to the color that it wants to be, which is a London blue topaz. Then we know what we're working with here. There we go. And we have applied it. And now we have that beautiful blue color.
Love it.
Nothing like a London blue topaz. That is one of Teresa's favorite. And I find that that's a lot of people's favorites. Mm-hmm. Susan just bought a beautiful, which we were talking about today, Stacy.
Yes, we were.
A beautiful London blue at our show last night. So let's see now what else we can do here. Oh, I know we have to get it to the correct size. So hers is a 13
millimeter.
Thank you, a 13 millimeter by 6 millimeter, which is about 1.5 carats. Yep, about 1.5 carats. So now we've got it to the shape that we need. And the next thing we need to do is add the trilliant shape. I thought we'd just add all the parts individually. And let's see where that trilliant is. And we're going to use that same mounting. My favorite, you can do so many things with this mounting. We could add 8 prongs if we wanted.
What?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that be something? If, as you can see right here, we have got the round stone that I just brought in right in the middle of the blue topaz. Very interesting. If we had some lines up here, we'd have an eye with eyelashes. Okay, so let's bring this gem down. Let me grab hold of the screen here and move everything up. Thank you, Hank, for teaching me how to do that, which is craziness, I know, but I have loved it every minute of it.
Nice trick.
Nice trick is right. We're going to come over here and we're going to get the trillion shape. Oh, wow. It came in kind of wacky there. Let's make it just a little smaller so we can control this. I am going to put this in the top view. Oh, that's right. We're at a strange angle here. Although maybe this is a good, let's see. There is the top view. Yes, sirree.
Yes,
So
Tree, there it is.
I am going to pull this one down, and I am going to turn this one to the side. So we are back on the Marquise, and I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees. That is where the problem was coming in. There we go. And this one here, we're going to move it right on over. And I'm going to move it up a little bit and get it to the correct size. So I believe that was about a 6 millimeter. And what's nice is if I'm wrong, I can always change these later. There we go. Ta-da, it appears. And on this one again, you can see, oops, let's do this. You can see that it has a little bit of a curvature.
There we go. That's nice.
Yep, underneath there. See how it's slightly curved? Well, we need to pull that. Oh, let's get this back in place.
Whoop.
There we go. You can really see it right here, that curve. We want to make that flat. So there we go. We have made it flat. And we want to take off these V ends. And we can do that just by clicking here. I am going to leave the prongs right where they are, because I think that is, oops, grab it better. Get it.
Grab it.
Okay, wait 1 second. We will get it. There we go. Moved it up. Okay, so I think that's better. You can see the light through it. And again, we're going to turn this to the London blue. And apply, and we've got it. Beautiful. What gorgeous, gorgeous stones these are. Now, when I started designing this, I thought to myself, this is a little plain. I thought, what can we do to make it have a little pizzazz? And I thought how nice it would be to go ahead and bring in a little bit of like a plain halo around it. So I went ahead and grabbed this, which I call just a giant jump ring. I don't really know what it is. I guess it's just wire, which I guess actually jump ring is made out of wire. My husband is a jeweler, and when he was working, he would always make his jump rings, which is so interesting.
That's right.
And a jump ring is a round piece of wire. And a lot of times you'll see it at the end of necklaces and things. Okay, so let's pull this down a little bit. And this would be interesting. It would be interesting. Neat. I mean, you can do all kinds of neat designs, but I had really wanted it to be a little bit more around the gem that we are designing. I wanted it to have a little bit better shape. So I can't remember exactly what I did, which is interesting, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and just keep it in the round shape, turning it to an oval shape. We know that gem is 13 millimeters, and I don't know if you can see the area that I'm pulling on the side. I'm going to make it about 14 millimeters. There we go. And I think maybe that's a little big. So let's go ahead and move it back, maybe 13.5 millimeters. Let's try that. And now I'm going to make the sides come in a little bit from the top and the bottom. And let's see here. We know that was 6 millimeters. So let's go ahead and see if we can't make it 6.5. Oh, yeah. See, that's really starting to look good there. And I think I'm still going to go maybe just a little bit smaller, maybe 13.2. And let's do 6.2 here. Whoa. So easy to miss my mark. Oh, yeah. I think that is good. What do I want to say? It's a halo around it, which is nice. Let's look at the bottom. Well, we're getting there. It's not a done thing at the bottom at all, but just so I can see what's going on there. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and bring in one for the trilliant. And I think I'm going to move it down a little bit first and go into my wire. I can just go ahead and duplicate this. No, I don't think so. Let's just pull it in and we can start fresh. Okay. Oh, now see, that's a very interesting shape up above too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's pull that wire down. And again, what an interesting design that would be if you wanted to do circles, but I thought it would look nice a little bit closer, almost like a halo. Now, right now, it is too big. It's for the design I'm doing. This might not be a bad design for something else. You could put little beads or diamonds that connect the prongs to the outside halo. So we need to bring it in a little bit. Now we know those are about 6 millimeter. So let's bring it to like a 6.4. And see, now that's really interesting too.
That is.
But it isn't going along with the design that we had kind of planned. There we go. So now we've got it looking much more like what I was planning. Like they have just a basic halo around the outside of them. Now you could leave it like this. You could actually connect them right here. If they got a little closer together, they would connect. But I thought, well, actually, Teresa said, wouldn't it be nice if we had a heart in the middle connecting them, a heart-shaped diamond?
I love it.
I do too, and Teresa does love hearts, just like I do. Let's grab hold of this and move this up a little bit. There we go. But before we do that, let's make a little room here. And what I like to do is I like to save as we're going along.
Oh, yes, I like to do that too.
Because I unfortunately have not saved at certain times and been very disappointed about it.
As all of us have.
I think we've done that when you've written a letter, all kinds of things.
Term paper.
Yep. Okay, so now I've left a little room here for whatever design element we are going to put in the center to connect the two. I am going to start with each gem. As you can see, it's hanging down below the halo. I think that's not very pretty myself. And I don't think it would hang very well.
Correct. Right.
So I think what we can do, in fact, let me take the halo and move it down so we can take a better look at this gem. I don't think it needs so many layers of metal on here. I think the halo itself could act almost like the image of a halo. Of a ring rail. So we are going to remove the upper ring rail, which is this one up here. Upper ring rail. And that also gives a little more air to the stone.
Allows more light in.
That's exactly what I meant. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Aerated, but it does need some light in there.
But if it needed aeration, it would have it now
there
too.
You go.
Okay. I'm also going to drop the gemstone down a little bit. That looks good. Now we can go ahead and bring that halo back up. And we can get it flat on the back.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think that works really well for that one so far. I think we still have a little more work to do on it. Let's go over to the trillion and let's pull the halo down actually first. Going to the trillion here, we are going to, again, remove that upper ring rail. And we are going to drop the height of that gemstone. Okay, and now let's bring the halo back up around it. Yeah, that looks good. That's looking real good. Now, one thing I'm seeing here, we have some emptiness between the prongs and the halo. There's a space. Well, that means that mounting would not work. This whole piece would fall right out of it because it's not connected to anything. I know. So let's go ahead and try to get that a little more connected. And I think we will do that by maybe bringing it in from the sides a little bit more. Let's see here. Inside width, I think it might be this one. Let's see. Let's get it to 13. We'll take a look up. It's still not good. Let's go back. This is what I do. I just keep going back and forth till we get it right. I'm going to go to the prongs, and it takes me a minute every time to figure out. As you can see, there are so many different things to do with the prongs. I would like to bring the prongs out a little bit at the bottom. So let's see if I can't do that. Let's try this. let's see, let's get a little closer here.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
We can see it there.
And what we're trying to do is fill this space in. Ah, there we go. Okay, I think we've connected them. And even if we hadn't right now, I would go back and double check it. Let me get this all back in the center of our screen. There we go. Okay, so we're starting to look like something here. And let's go ahead and bring our little design element in. And what I ended up doing is, believe it or not, bringing in the same mounting. But this could be anything. It could be a solid piece of metal. Earlier today, I made a little hinge that worked really nicely there. So I'm going to bring this piece down, and it definitely wants to be smaller than what it is right now. I'm going to design it as Teresa might want it with the heart. But as you could see, when I had put a long baguette in there, it could be really any shape stone that you would like to have there. So we're going to take this and make it maybe about a 4 millimeter. Let's see what that comes to. Yeah, maybe just a little smaller, maybe a 3. Okay, that looks good. And we're going to make sure that it connects to both pieces. And I'm also going to set it down just a little bit. Okay, well, as you can see, it has one of these big clunky V ends on it right here. And V prongs, I guess I should say. I'm going to take that off. We don't need that. It's not going to bump into anything. And we also have the back has a little bit of a curve to it. I don't think you can see it too well. We'll get a little closer, but see how it has that curve? We need to make that straight. So we are going to click this box right over here. And now we've got a straight back to it. Okay, let's get back into the size we need to. Okay. Now you could leave this white in the center there.
That is so pretty.
That's what Teresa was thinking. Maybe she'd just have a diamond there. And I think that is a real pretty color. I did think it would be fun to have just a soft color. I think I had picked maybe an aqua blue diamond to go there. So I did put a diamond, just a blue one. And that would be your choice. I would, if you wanted a white diamond, we would do a white diamond. It'd probably be just gorgeous. But I just thought it would be nice to have a little pop of color. And right now it's just a piece sticking out there. There's no way that we would be able to hang this onto a necklace. Oh, I see Teresa says looking good. Good, Teresa. And I know Teresa now has learned some of the counter sketch designing, and she has actually started designing around her marquee too, which is really neat. I haven't taken a look at it today, but I believe she started designing it yesterday.
Awesome.
I'm real proud of her, and I'm going to take a look tomorrow at it. Okay, I'm going to come in here, and we're going to make a hidden veil from this half wire. Okay, now what is always so interesting, it ends up the half wire, and let me turn it into yellow so you can see where it is. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I never know. It's always the wrong one I pick.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Okay.
Oh, I see where it is, right through the stone.
Exactly. So it's an easier way to keep track of what we're doing. You can see it right through the stone there. So we're going to push it down. And we're going to give it a little turn. 90 degrees. Then we're going to give it another turn. Another 90 degrees. And we're going to shorten it up. As we can see, it is overhanging the whole piece. Well, we don't need anything quite that big. So let's go ahead and shorten it up. Let's try this one here. Let's pull that back again and go the opposite way. You know what? Let's put it back where it was. Okay, let's go ahead and move this one at the top here, the inside width. I think we're going more in the right direction. We're going to push that down below. And I do think that we still need a little work on this. Let's make it just a little bit bigger because I was planning on this particular one having it to be able to go over an omega. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a little deep. So let's go ahead now and shorten that up a little bit. There we go. Looking much better. I can push that up. We can see where it might come out in the front and things. Being in yellow, it's much easier to observe where it's going to show up. And I think everything looks good on it. Let's go ahead and turn that back to white. There we go. And let's go ahead and bring in an omega. And an omega is just a nice thick chain that we've been selling a lot of lately. We sold one this week. And we sold one in silver about a week ago that somebody had been dying to have a silver omega. I think we might even have another one in the store. And let's pull that down so it goes through the hidden bail.
Oh, I love it.
And there we go.
Love it.
There we go. That piece is perfect to put on and wear all day.
Beautiful.
Plenty of room for the omega to fit behind it. So if you have omegas, this is something we can do. We can make slides for you, which is great. And we can use stones we can get from clay, or we can get other stones elsewhere if it's something that he doesn't have in stock.
And Trey, do you want, I know we're doing a little shorter show tonight. Would you like folks to give any suggestions?
We can definitely. I did want to show the other thing that I had done.
Oh yes, please, let's do that first.
So Teresa might not wear an omega. So what I would do there is I would shorten this bail up a little bit. Let's remove the omega. And let's shorten this up a little bit. Let's try here. And move that up to, I'm thinking I want to make it right about here. So I think I have to move it bigger. There we go. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. I no longer have it in yellow, so it's not as easy to see. And let's make the depth a little bit shorter.
And Damaris, I see your question, and we will ask Tracy that in just a moment. That's a great question.
There we go. And I probably am going to I would make it a little thinner also, but we don't have to worry about that right now. And then this would be perfect for a smaller chain to go through. So you can see how we can really vary the design and make it fit any necklace that you want. The next thing I did, and if you have questions, we certainly would be happy to answer it. I didn't know if Teresa would like the big stone at the top. So I thought what would look nice would be to maybe flip them. So bringing this one up here, bringing this up here. Whoop, there we go.
How neat, Trey.
And then bringing this into the center. And then we can just pull this up. And we've got a whole different look.
That is so cool.
There we go. And let's bring a little chain in.
The chain is always like the cherry on top that makes the whole thing come together.
And one of the most recent pieces Teresa had made, which was in rose gold, she has a rose gold rope on it, and so it is unbelievable. There are a lot of pieces we don't have showing yet. That Stacy was showing that little video at the beginning. We have so many new pieces to add to that. One of them is Teresa's. One of them, well, I can go on and on.
Yes.
But there is another take to this whole piece. We could even take and turn the trilliant around. I mean, we could just go on and on. Also, on these pieces of wire, we have additional designs that we can put on. Watch this. I'm going to get close and look at this. It just gives it, it just takes it to a whole different level. You know, you might want the real smooth, but then this one gives you a texture.
Look at that.
Absolutely neat. And we can even put like halo diamonds over these.
And Trey, you better save that because Teresa says, I love it. Katie Van Doren says, that is beautiful. And Teresa says, wow.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad you like it, Teresa.
It's gotten very nice from Tara. And Gail says, great idea. Looks beautiful.
Oh.
Now we have a question.
Yes.
Are you ready for a question?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Damaris asks, is it easier creating a piece for a person when they aren't watching?
That's an interesting question. A lot of times, if a person doesn't know what they want, it really works out nicely if we go ahead and start just working on it. It's amazing. Suddenly, it just comes together. So they'll have no idea what they want. Recently, somebody had a pear-shaped diamond they had in a ring, and they wanted to have something made with it in a pendant. And we just threw a couple of things on it. She mentioned this and that, and suddenly we had the whole design done. And she came in not knowing what she wanted. So it really, if you have a specific picture like that you send me and you want it exactly like this or very close to this, then it is good if I have a little time to work on it. But as far as if you aren't sure what you want, you can come in and we can just play around with it, and it just somehow comes together. We're just so lucky that happens.
And Trey, also, you don't feel nervous with a person watching, right?
Oh gosh, no,
That's
not at all.
Never an issue.
Not
it's
at
fun
all.
having people there working with us.
Absolutely, I could just work all day with you.
Yes,
I can't sometimes because I have other people coming in like in an hour and a half.
That's right.
But I love it. I think it's great fun, and I get to meet people and talk to them, and I just almost live some of their experiences, and it gives me a good idea of what is in their minds and what they'd really like to do. Very fortunate.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some things you can teach, and there's some things that you just have. And Tracy and I both have that creativity from our mom.
Yes.
And it's somehow we can really hone into what you are thinking about and wanting.
Yes, we're very fortunate.
Yes, we are.
And we did sit right next, or we worked right next to my husband for years.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like 6 feet away from him while he was doing his jewelry work every single day. And so I cannot do the work, but I know exactly how it's done, which is a big help. I know how to do everything. I just don't, you know, you have to practice to be a master jeweler. So it wasn't something I did, but I do know how it's done, which is great. A lot of people that are in jewelry have never really had that experience. And I feel like we were very fortunate to have had that.
We are. And Henry, Tracy's husband and our jeweler emeritus, has always been a teacher. Like, he likes to share his knowledge. So working so closely with him like we did for years and years, we just got an incredible amount of knowledge and experience with what can and can't be done.
Yes.
So we feel very lucky with that as well.
Yeah. So yes, come in. And you're not under any obligation.
No.
You know,
it's always free. And actually, that's a good thing to say also is that when you can do either an in-person appointment or a Zoom appointment if you're outside of our area here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And we have done both very successfully. So we welcome you, and there's never a charge to sit down and talk to you about a design and design something right before your eyes. And Trey, I want to tell you also that Susan Bexley says beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Susan.
Demira says love your creative mind.
Oh, thank you.
And Rain Logano says I had a wonderful experience doing mine.
Yes, Lorraine. And when we started, you didn't know what you wanted, I don't think, or you had some idea. I shouldn't say that. You had some idea, definitely. But we just, did them right in front of you there, which was great. And I think I had some pre-planned ones, but it didn't really matter. We just took it from there.
And Barbara Friedman says, would two-tone work? What about diamonds? Or would that be too overdone?
Oh, no, I would right now. I think it would be fun to put diamond halos on myself.
Are you just going to say that, or are you going to do it?
Well, I mean, if you want to experiment with me, I certainly will. Let's see. Let's see which one we're going to use. Let's give this one a try. Hope this is the right one.
And Susan Stuckey says she wants to come in next week and she'll call.
Okay, that's terrific.
Wonderful. We'd love to see you, Susan. We'd love to see your doggies too.
Okay, so we have the diamond halo in, and I'm going back to see the size we have, about a 6 by 13 or 13 by 6. So let's go to the diamond halo. There we go. Let's see which is which. Got it the first time.
Look at that. That is gorgeous, and I don't think that would be too overdone, Barbara. It depends on your personal style, what you feel like wearing. Wow, that's spectacular, Trey.
Okay, let's bring another halo in for the other piece. And what's so much fun on Thursday night is we can just go crazy with these designs. We can add whatever we want and experiment. Okay, so we're going to move this up, and we're going to go to the trillion shape. And I think I had that about, let's see, right now it's 7 millimeters. That might not work. I might not have it in the right spot either. Let's see. Let's get it in the right spot a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there.
That's so cool. Beautiful, Trey.
Oh, thank you. There we go. I think we about have it.
Wow.
And let's go ahead and render that. And rendering means we are going to get it in a photograph. And so it's going to look a little more realistic.
And Gail says, Teresa loves an antique look. Could we see some filigree? And it's interesting because it feels like with adding these diamonds, you took it from a very modern looking piece to a very traditional looking piece. It's gorgeous.
That is right.
And Teresa says, wow, that is spectacular. Barbara, absolutely love this. Sally Foreman says, love the bling.
Oh, yes.
And Marshall says, stunning. So those are beautiful, Trey. Absolutely beautiful.
And we all love the rose gold right now.
Yes.
I mean, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people are enjoying it. And there it is in rose gold, which I think is really pretty.
Teresa said, I will buy that one.
Okay, Teresa.
And Gail says, you already did it as I was typing. That more antique look.
Oh, great. Great.
This is fabulous, Trey.
Okay, unless there's anything else, I think we will call it a show.
I think we have no additional questions. Tara has put up 3 diamond emojis.
Oh, thank
So,
you, Tara.
Therefore, what we know that her emoji game is on point there. I put both of us up here, Trey. So we're
Okay.
back on the screen. Poor Tracy cannot actually see herself on here, and
I can't.
You would be surprised how off-putting it is when you cannot see yourself on the video as it's running. So she's just flying blind with it. And I like it that way, because then, you know. All right. So before we announce our winner for the $100 sterling silver neck pendant and chain, I would like to remind you all about the upcoming fun that we will be having in the next week. Starting with Tuesday, I know that you will want to join me again for Tracy and I, for the 1 hour live jewelry sale. It is a bite-sized jewelry sale, fast-paced, and just during lunchtime from 12 noon to 1 o'clock Eastern. And in that short 1 hour, someone will win a $500 diamond pendant. Not this Tuesday, but every Tuesday, someone will win that $500 diamond pendant, and the design always changes on that. So you can join us, have lunch with us. The next one is Tuesday, August 10th. That is this upcoming Tuesday. And we start promptly at 12 noon Eastern time, so you can have lunch with us. And then Wednesday night, we will have our usual weekly live online fine jewelry sale. That starts at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And next week, we will be giving away the gorgeous white gold and black and white diamond pendant with chain that you see right up here. And so that is a beauty. And that all starts at 7 p.m. next week. And then a week from tonight is Tracy's next custom jewelry design along. And a little birdie told me that Tracy already has an idea for that design along. Is that correct? Hold on. She paused.
I don't know.
I think she forgot.
Oh my goodness.
And so, trust me, she knows what she's doing. So we will have another custom jewelry design along just like this, with all the professionalism and amazing video work that I can muster up. And so that is a week from tonight. And so let's go back to here. There we are. And our winner for tonight's $100, why can't I say it? $100 sterling silver pendant with chain is Katie Van Doorn. Katie Van Doorn, congratulations. A round of applause for you. A round of applause. Tracy likes to get in on the round before I'm there, you know. So,
yeah.
Katie, congratulations. And if I'm not incorrect, I believe Susie won last week, Trey, and Susie is Katie's sister. So
Wow.
I think I'm right.
Yes.
So congratulations to Katie, and thank all of you all for joining us. We had such a nice crowd this evening, and I did not get off. I did not say hello personally to each one of you like I wanted to, because I threw it right over to Tracy for her. I was so excited about what she was designing tonight. We thank you so much for joining us tonight and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It is really special for us to be a part of your life in the evenings and at lunchtime. And we appreciate the support that you give our store and other small businesses like ours. It's just a joy being a part of your lives. And so until we see each other again, until we are together Tuesday at 12 noon, or you come by the store, we are even open on Saturdays, 10 to 4 o'clock. I implore you to stay sparkly. Good night, everybody.
Bye.